They're talking about it. The Full Court Press on Sports Talk Radio, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan.
Eric Frandsen, Ajay, Salvesen, happy second hour to you here. 5:01 p.m. is your kickoff time of the second hour of the Full Court Press, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. Streaming on 106.9thefan.com. You can text in at 435-339-0321. Speaking of which, 5338 just texted in late in the show. Actually, it's a while back. I apologize we missed it. He says, and we mean this with reverence, so to speak. If it was Larry Bird or John Stockton that died in that helicopter crash, would we still be hearing about it? Do you think that they have made a bigger deal about the death of Kobe Bryant? Because, was it when Will died? It was like 2 days and it was done. Now, but and again, I'm trying to be respectful here because it is Kobe Bryant at 41 in a helicopter crash. It was sudden.
So I think the big difference here is that he was a contemporary. He just finished his playing days just within a few years. He won 5 championships, multiple MVPs. So that sets him apart from John Stockton, Larry Johnson. So I think that the fact that he was a contemporary, that he was he's going to go down as a top 5 player in the NBA.
Yeah.
So that has a lot to do with it. And then he was involved in a lot of different things in his post-NBA career and was very involved with a lot of different players. He wasn't just a guy who did well on the court and then disappeared into his own little hole. He was still very connected with a lot of other people. And I think that's what separates Kobe Bryant from like a Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan did what was in Michael Jordan's interest and for his own business franchises or whatever, but he didn't seem to be revered. You didn't hear stories about, I've never heard people talk about how they've reached out to Michael Jordan and how he checked in on people and how people...
Well, we don't hear those stories yet, right? But when he dies, you're going to hear about all those stories.
You probably will. There to some degree. I think it still happens. But what has surprised me over the last couple of days is just how many people in the league have personal connections, like deep personal connections to Kobe Bryant, in how they would train with him or how he would check in on them or how they would have conversations. And Michael Jordan really wasn't that guy. It was Michael Jordan against the world. He was pretty isolated, and he would sometimes he'd have to manufacture things where people were against him to motivate him to go out and play well on the court. I don't think that Kobe Bryant was in the same vein. So they think that that's what sets Kobe Bryant apart right now, mostly because this is a guy that had a tremendous career with one team, so he had a fan base that had deep connections to him. The players that bounce around, like LeBron James, yes, there's going to be a Cleveland connection, but if he was in Cleveland his whole time, I think it would be different. Kobe Bryant was with L.A. his whole time.
Okay, but Michael Jordan was with the Chicago Bulls for the majority of his career. The prime peak included, and because we don't hear about the stories because he's not... Look, I didn't know 90% of the stories I've been told now I never heard of Kobe Bryant. Him calling out and reaching out to people, asking how their kids were. Didn't know about that. No one knew a dang thing about it.
No, it's true. But the NBA will stop down if Michael Jordan passes suddenly. The NBA we'll see a lot of the same stuff if Michael Jordan passes. And it probably shouldn't have used those two as a comparison, because he's going to be going down as one of the top 5 NBA players of all time.
But he's right. If John Stockton passes away, there's going to be a post on ESPN.com. There's going to be a highlight from Throwback Hoops on social media, and
they'll run a mixtape. They'll show his greatest moments. They'll talk about it.
But we're not going to have honorees from the Spurs,
right?
From the Lakers.
Every team in the league is going to do something. Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah. because Stockton's not a top 10 player.
Right. I think it's a fair question to ask. I think that those who aren't or who weren't Kobe Bryant fans, they've certainly had their fill for all the Kobe Bryant stuff over the last couple of days. And I get that. But you may not have liked him, but you can't argue with the guy's success and his scoring records and his titles and all the things that he did well with Los Angeles. And now we're learning all the other things that he did off the court or after his playing days. Yeah. So
that leads us into our recap of the first hour, headlined by this: the announcement of the All-Star reserves, at least sources say, and it's from a legitimate source. So
pretty reliable.
Eastern reserves go as follows: Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Ben Simmons, Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, and Domas Sabonis.
Adebayo.
Is it Domas or Damas?
Well, it's Domantas.
No, it's
not. But they call him Domas.
There's no N in there. It's
well,
Damas.
They didn't spell his full name. It's Domantas Sabonis.
What?
So Domas is short.
Spell his full name.
That's
Damas.
like saying your name is Robert, but people call you Bob. That's what Domas is to Domantas. Believe me, I lived there for 2 years. I kind of know.
He's from Lithuania.
Lithuania.
He's from Lithuania?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Huh. His dad was a tremendous athlete, and had he joined the NBA,
was that the Portland Trailblazers center?
Much younger age,
yeah,
we would all be talking about him as one of the greatest centers of all time.
Yeah. West reserves look like this: Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, Brandon Ingram, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul.
So there's been a lot of... You left something off there.
Yeah, there you go. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are also on the list. You mentioned off a bunch of cool flashbacks, if you will. It's the first time that two Jazz players have been on the team since Okur and Boozer. It's the first time that two Jazz players will be on the court, barring any significant injury, since 2000 when Stockton Malone did it. I mean, it's just awesome because, by the way, Rudy Gobert has that incentive on his contract that if he does get to play in the All-Star game or if he makes the All-Star team, he gets a $1 million bonus. Secret story, when he got snubbed last year and he was really upset by it, Jazz still took care of him with that $1 million bonus because they felt like he was an All-Star player.
Yeah, he deserved to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, Chris Paul again, Russell Westbrook, Brandon Ingram, Lillard, Mitchell, Jokic, Gobert. And then with that, the NBA All-Star game has a new format, which will be going as this. We'll just recap it briefly. Both NBA All-Star Game teams will play for a Chicago-based community organization as selected by the team captains, Giannis and LeBron James. Team captains will compete to win each of the first three quarters, all of which will start from the score of 0-0 and will be 12 minutes long. At the start of the fourth quarter, the game clock will be turned off and a final target score will be set. That final target score will be determined by taking the leading team's total cumulative scores through three quarters and adding 24 points. At 24, of course, we represent the late Kobe Bryant. Once the final target score is set, the teams will play an untimed fourth quarter, and the first team to reach that final target score will win the NBA All-Star Game. Eric, let's go ahead and do a math quiz. Wait, you're busy. If the cumulative score of the first three quarters is 195, the final target score will be set at 124. So to win the NBA All-Star Game, the team with 100 needs to score 24. And before the team with 95 needs to score 29 points, vice versa. Again, with the charity, the community organization selected by the winner of each of the first three quarters will receive 100,000 presidential flashcards, a total of 300,000 donated to the charity for those three quarters. The winner of each of the first three quarters will be the team with the higher score at the end of the 12-minute quarter. The winning team in the NBA All-Star Game, team that reaches the final target score, 124, will earn 200,000 for its designated community organization. Congrats to Donovan and Rudy Gobert. Very well earned, very well deserved. I'm excited. They're not going to win MVP. They're probably not going to get heavy minutes, and they're probably not going to produce a whole lot because guys like Russell Westbrook are going to take 40 shots. Agreed? No? Yes? Maybe so?
24?
Yes, it is 24, Eric. See, I think you're getting better. I think you're learning. Math is hard for a lot of us.
Look, I think it's interesting to see it. Sometimes there's an idea that's out there, and they think, look, we're going to spice things up. We're going to throw this into the mix. And really, it's an interesting idea, but in practicality, it really doesn't work. But sometimes ideas really take off. And it's awesome. And it you know what? It makes it interesting. And suddenly there's something to play for rather than just, hey, let's see if you can do a windmill dunk. Hey, let's see if this 7'2" center can shoot a 3-point shot from the logo.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets ridiculous. Okay, we've already passed the 200-point threshold. So, I mean,
yeah, what do we do now?
What do we do now?
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you guys miss the what was it? Where there was like a 2 and a 4 on the court, there was a 6 and a 5. What was that contest? And there would be a WNBA player and an NBA player. And Jeff Hornacek won it twice. Wow, it's a 2-ball competition.
Yeah, that's right. One player would shoot, the other would rebound.
Yeah, and then you just try to score as many points in like a minute.
Yeah, that's when the NBA and WNBA really tried to cross-promote each other.
It was
a lot
cool,
more.
and it was awesome. I thought it was really well done. And Hornacek won it twice in a row as a member of the Jazz. I missed that thing. Do they do this point guard skills competition?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember when Darren and Chris Paul would go at it in that thing? Didn't Trey Burke win it?
Trey Burke won it 1 year, yeah.
Man, that guy sucks now. It's crazy. But yeah, I just miss like the fun competitions. I feel like the skills competition used to be really good. Now it's kind of watered down for some reason. I'm not just sure if that's based on the talent or if people got bored with it. But the 2-ball competition needs to come back into play. I played in that twice in Salt Lake City when I was young. Got killed. We sucked. Not because of me, because of my teammate. I was money.
Of course.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta.
Of course.
I should have been smarter about.
Obviously.
I chose to ask to come with me. But I missed the 2-ball competition. I was just thinking about that the other. I need to go back and watch that on YouTube. Those things were awesome. If there's one skills competition that you think you'd be good at, what would it be, Eric? I know there's not a lot of options for you, but if there was.
Well, I can't.
What's the one competition you think you could beat me in? That's a good question.
I can't dunk. I can't get the rim.
I can get the net.
I can get the net. I can't get the rim.
You can touch the net? Shut up, Adam.
Wait, does this involve trampolines?
We could get a trampoline. I just feel like it would go incredibly and horrifically wrong.
We have a medical staff on hand.
Gabby would film it for us. Just because I know she'd be laughing her head off the whole time and just make it funnier. Yeah, I could beat you in the skills competition.
Yeah, I would go for 3-point shootout.
I think you can maybe get me in 3-point shootout.
Because dunk contest is out of
we're out of that.
Unless we have a lower hoop.
I mean,
smaller hoop
it's got to be
trampolines.
really low, though. It's got to be really low. I could beat you in the skills competition. 3-point shootout, you may get me in. Maybe. If I'm not feeling it. But I got to have the right ball. There's a specific ball.
Right, you have to have the right texture on it?
Yeah. So it's got to depend. It's got to be like the ones like when you're like 6 years old and you go off the, for the playground, the sticky ones, those were the good basketballs back in the day. I could dominate you with that. I could palm the ball and do all sorts of tricks. Like hold it up high in the air and then put it over your head and then pretend like I passed it, but then you think I passed it, but really it's on the back of your neck. Then I take that ball and I go to the rim and I get a nice dunk. That's what I did on my Fisher-Price hoop when I was 13.
If it worked then, it's going to work now.
That's right. But again, I like the All-Star game, new format. It'll be interesting. It's good to try something new when it sucks, right? Like it's watered down, it's boring, nobody likes it, everyone's criticizing like crazy. So let's just try something new. And you keep bringing up new ideas every year. And the other thing I'm kind of getting, we can get 2 new captains, like LeBron and Giannis again.
It's an exhibition. It's for the fans, and so those are the guys who got the fans' votes.
Let's get our interns on the mic here. Hop on that third mic here. Let's do something here. Hop on over there, Gabby. She's thrilled. You could tell the excitement in her voice.
It's not game time for Gabby, so she's a little out of.
She is a little upset right now.
It's not on the schedule.
Hey, I told her she could go home. All right, so you can't blame me right now.
Well,
right.
You said, yeah, you can go home, and then you said, but I need you to come over here and watch this. How we do this
they
and that.
walked in. Okay, actually, that might be
Then you started
true.
giving
I might have
assignments.
said that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to leave when.
Okay, Eric, stay out of this. Okay, so let's. Who does LeBron James and Giannis pick in their All-Star games for their All-Star team? Sorry. So Eric, If you had the first, do you have the list with you? You don't.
For the starters and reserves, or just the starters?
Just to start. Well,
We're just going to say what the starting team's going to look like.
Let's just go starting team, I guess. But wait, do they get to pick the starting team too?
They get to pick everything.
No, I'm pretty sure they only get to pick starters.
Your mic's on.
Well, they pick the starters first, and then they pick the reserves after that, don't they?
I thought the coaches picked the reserves.
Well, the reserves are named
By the coaches.
by the coaches.
But do the coaches pick the reserves
But
on the certain team too?
I think the captains select their whole team, don't
Gosh,
they?
dang it. Do we got to Google this crap again? I swear we just did this a week ago. Do it.
Where's the Jeopardy theme music?
Oh, dude, I love that thing. Oh, here, I'll do it for you. Do, 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 do. You found it yet? Oh my gosh. Do, 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 do,
All of our listeners are pleading, please find it fast.
Here, let me just do it. NBA All-Star Game choosing. Oh, here it is. Starting players are chosen by votes and by fans, players, and members of the team. Team captains are the top winners of the fan votes in each conference. 2 captains will select their teams from the pool of all-stars. So it is the captain.
The All-Star draft will take place February 6th, with James and Antetokounmpo drafting the starters and then the reserves. So the captains select the entire team. They have to go from the starters first, and then they go to the reserves second.
All right, Gabby's gonna fall asleep, so let's we'll get this segment in, and then we'll let her go home.
So the question is, who will LeBron choose for his starters? Who will Giannis choose for his starters?
Sure, let's go with that. Because you can't do reserves because there's too many reserves, right?
Yeah, that's a lot to go through.
Oh,
it'll take a little bit to go
Whoopity.
back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
My gosh. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go starters. Eric?
Oh, you're right. I thought this was a question for the interns.
Oh yeah. Okay, fine. We'll go interns. Do they have? Wait, they don't have the starters listed there though, do they? They'd have to walk over.
Yeah, we can go look. Come here, Gabby. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid of the mic, Gabby. This is your chance to shine.
All right, so I'm pulling up the starters. Here are the 10 starters for the East and for the West. Right.
And LeBron and Giannis are captains, right?
Right.
Yes.
So here are your captains.
Okay,
and
so
then everybody else is free game.
Gabby is LeBron, and you are Giannis.
So was Giannis? Who got the overall vote? So who picks first?
LeBron.
LeBron got the most votes.
Yeah, by a lot, I think.
I'm just trying to verify that.
Oh my gosh, it's verified. I just looked on Wikipedia. And Wikipedia has everything about anything written by anybody. So you gotta believe it.
Yes, LeBron received the most votes.
Whoopity-daw. All right, so Gabby
Wanted to
is
confirm.
LeBron. She is the greatest ever. And then you got Giannis.
All right.
Who you picking, Gabby? As a starter?
So LeBron gets the first pick. So here are all the players. So there's in the East, it was Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pascal Siakam, Joel Embiid, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young. And in the West, besides LeBron, it was Luka Doncic, James Harden, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. So if you're LeBron James, which of those players do you pick as your first one to be on your team?
Kawhi Leonard.
Good choice.
Ooh,
The Claw.
that'd be an interesting duo.
Who you taking? Giannis?
Alrighty. I'll take Luka.
Ooh,
Great. He has a hurt
Interesting.
ankle.
Well, just looking off this list,
Okay.
we'll go Luka.
So
he was
you're
one of
going
the
Luka.
top vote getters.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's because of
and rolled
Europe.
ankle, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine come February, whatever.
it's still 2 weeks away.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be
All right. All right. So we got Giannis and Luka versus LeBron and Kawhi so far. Next.
All right, Joel Embiid.
Ooh,
Oh, she's
Joel
going
Embiid.
big. She's going big. Dude, you got to match this with some size here. You're going to get just blasted by Team LeBron.
See, Oh, I don't know about that. Giannis has got size himself. Besides, it's not a defensive game. It doesn't matter.
Not until
it
is now.
As Antetokounmpo, I'll pick Trae Young.
Dude, you're in just serious
I'm
trouble
going
right
for scoring.
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
What the All-Star
You can't
game
score
is.
over a
I'm
7-foot dude.
Doesn't matter. Trae
I've
Young
tried it
Trae
before,
Young
and
can
I
shoot
keep
from the
hitting his
logo and
arm.
make it consistently. I'm not looking for defense in this game. That's a joke.
So far Giannis or Team Giannis
He's got Luka and Trae.
has Luka and Trey, their first All-Star appearances. Okay. All right. So now we've got three players on each team, right?
Yep.
Okay. So LeBron James, who's your number 4 player on your team?
Anthony Davis.
Oh, dude, it's just getting ugly for you.
Smart choice.
Yeah, you're just. I mean,
I like that choice.
this game's already over.
All right. Well, with my next pick, I'm going to pick Kemba Walker.
All right.
Trust
All right.
It's Giannis
Trust
and
me.
3 point guards.
Trust me.
All right, Giannis and. All
I know
right.
what this game's about.
He picks the
I
cat.
know how the All-Star game works.
All right.
All right.
So
So he's
team,
definitely going small. LeBron is going big. Team LeBron. All right, so this is your last player to select. You've got the choices from Pascal Siakam, James Harden. Those are your 2 choices. Surprising that James Harden has not yet been chosen.
there's a reason.
So Pascal Siakam or James Harden?
Let's do James Harden.
So he got 4 bigs and a score. I love it. You're so screwed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, and so you're getting Pascal Siakam.
Yep.
So your team is Giannis, Pascal, Trae Young, Luka Doncic. Who's the other guy?
Did you say Trae?
Kemba Walker.
Kemba
Oh, yeah,
Walker
Kemba.
versus
So-
Joel Embiid.
So 3 on that team. That's all their first ever NBA All-Star appearance. So they'll be motivated.
If I need some, yeah, exactly. And if I need someone to actually play defense, I'll leave that to Giannis because he's a monster. But we all know what the All-Star game is.
Yeah, it's about to become a defensive fest because they're playing for charity, man. Charity.
Oh yeah, that
For
makes
money.
That makes NBA players really buckle down for sure.
All right, Ajay, I'm not going to ask you to go through the full, who your starting 5 would be.
Okay.
But if you're Team LeBron or Team Giannis, either one of those guys, who's your first pick? If you're the captain, who's the first guy you would
I
want
take
on your
Anthony
team?
Davis. I think Anthony Davis is an absolute he's so good defensively, but even though according to Adam the intern, they don't play defense anymore. But offensively, he's just as good, just as athletic.
Because I agree with you on a lot of key pieces there. I think that Anthony Davis paired alongside LeBron or Giannis is a crazy combination.
Who got snubbed more, Paul George or Devin Booker?
Or Zach LaVine.
Levine. I thought it was. Yeah, that's where you said it was Levine.
It's LaVine.
Who's that Levine guy? I gotta look that up, man. There's some Levine guy who's like a singer or something. No. Is it Levine didn't get snubbed. There's no way.
Okay, here's their stat lines, okay? Devin Booker is averaging 27.1 points per game, 6.4 assists per game, and shooting nearly 37% from 3. Zach is averaging 25 points a game, about 5 rebounds per game, and shooting 38% from 3. I mean, those are both all-star numbers, but who do they replace?
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
who do you take out?
For Booker, he'd have to knock off either Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, or Chris Paul.
He maybe could knock off Westbrook. I don't think Westbrook's been that good this year. I swear it's his name that gets, his name gives him the notch above Booker, but I just don't see West. He hasn't been that good, man. He shot Houston out of games, as has Harden.
Well, he's still a triple-double machine. He got an Oklahoma City team into the playoffs. It really wasn't that great for a couple of seasons.
I just don't see it. I don't see what the big deal with
Booker, in my mind, is we've seen this in the league for quite a while. A guy that's on a bad team that has gaudy numbers, but he never gets them anywhere.
Yeah.
And those numbers look great, but you're not helping your team win. You're not getting your team to the next level. That's Devin Booker. He's got a better team around him this year than he's had in a long time, yet they're still not a great team. I mean, they've won 20 games, they've lost 27.
Do you like as Adam the intern's already mentioned, no offense, or no defense in the game, so what is Rudy Gobert going to do? He's going to stand in the paint and pick his nose? I mean, really, Adam,
They'll
I'm
lob it
asking
to
you.
him.
Yeah, he'll get dunks.
He'll get lobs. You know what?
That's not what. Yeah, that's not. I think the team kind of takes himself to the side.
But you know what? I want to see Rudy Gobert in the first quarter just swat somebody's shot and say, you know what? We're back to 1995 again.
That would be hilarious, but I think they'd put him on the bench immediately afterwards. Because didn't that happen to Gordon Hayward when he made the All-Star team?
Yeah.
He tried to play a little defense, and they're like, no, you're out of here. You're done.
That's right.
You know what we're going to see? We're going to see Rudy Gobert attempt a three-point shot in the All-Star game.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, Quinn Snyder's going to
He practices three-point shots every day and shoot around before the game.
Do you remember when Rudy Gobert took a three in the first game, the opening of the season, like 3 years ago, and Quinn Snyder lost his freaking mind? And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, Quinn Snyder lost, and so did David Locke, actually, on the radio. It was really good. I could see Rudy Gobert taking a three. I just want to see him swat somebody's shot. And who cares? Like, I mean, look, it's no defense. I'm gonna change that right now. I'm gonna change the whole narrative right now and play defense.
And I'd be okay. I think
me
that
too.
Would make the game
you
more
need
interesting.
defensive. Like, it needs to be fun again.
Yeah.
You swatting somebody's shot, it's hilarious.
It has to mean something, and it's not just who can.
Now, of course, the NBA is gonna wet their pants about it, but I love it. I really do. Hey, by the way, 7854 text in. What matters more, numbers or wins? And he says, unless there's a purpose to any All-Star game, they need to get rid of it. I like the All-Star showcase on Saturday night. The All-Star game needs to find something that works and do so quick because they're losing interest. I agree with the bottom part as long as they find something that works to be able to gain interest in it. This might help, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see them play hard in the second half.
I agree. Something needed to change because what they were trying to do really wasn't working. It's not generating a lot of interest. It's not really getting people overly excited. So I like that they're trying to change something up and make it interesting. You'll have your first three quarters to do all your silly stuff, but then let's make it interesting and really play for something. Make it meaningful.
24?
24? Yes.
He's catching on pretty well, isn't he? All right, we're going to go to break. We're also going to set our interns free. Actually, we got to do pick six, don't we? We're not done yet. We still got to do pick
yes,
six.
We do.
So let's take a break right now. We'll come back. We'll give you more of the Full Court Press. Eric Frandsen, Ajay, Salvesen, Gabby, and Adam, the interns, here on the Full Court Press at 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
The new home for the Full Court Press. Weekday afternoons from 4 to 6 on Sports Talk Radio, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Eric Frandsen, Ajay, Salvesen here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. We'll get to our picks here pick six here in just a little bit, but first, Nate Craigman and This Week in the Mountain West.
This is your Mountain West basketball update with Nate Kreckman.
Colorado State and Nevada trading leads in the final minute Wednesday at Moby Arena. Rams ball down 6 seconds to play. Brian Roth on the call for Learfield IMG College.
Rams looking. Comes into Isaiah Stevens. Isaiah races, has it across the timeline, drives right, down the lane, pull up two for the win! Yes, sir! You better believe it! The madness back at Moby Arena! Isaiah Stevens, the game winner!
92-91 the final. CSU comes out on top in a classic. Isaiah Stevens the hero. Adam Thistlewood a career-high 24 as the Rams win for the sixth time in their last 7. Now 6-4 in conference. Jalen Harris 31 for the Wolfpack in the loss. Also Wednesday, New Mexico had not lost at home all season. And then fourth-ranked San Diego State came to town.
San Diego State's got it. They'll give it to Malachi, out to KJ for 3 more. Good! KJ Fagan backpedaling down the court like Steph Curry. He can't miss.
Ted Leitner on extra 13-60. Aztecs win big 85-57, now 22-0 on the year. Fagan 18 points to lead San Diego State. A late January trip to the pit, just another test this Aztec team has aced this season. The other Wednesday final, Boise State wins their third straight 99-71 over San Jose State. Tuesday, it was Fresno State winning at Air Force 79-68. And Utah State really starting to look like themselves again on the road at Wyoming.
Sam on the right wing, 4 seconds, rises, long three, yeah! Sam Merrill buries the long three.
Scott Gerard for Learfield IMG College, 68-45 the final. Merrill with 14. Aggies have now won 3 in a row. Women's Hoops Wednesday, Fresno State over Air Force 61-52. Bulldogs still in first at 10-0. And that's your Mountain West basketball update. I'm Nate Kreckman.
Thank you, Mr. Krugman. Greatly appreciate you. This week in the Mountain West. A lot of Mountain West Conference basketball going on here on Saturday. Should be a dandy. San Diego State will host the Utah State Aggies. San Diego State, 4th ranked in the country, undefeated. But as you'll find out tomorrow, I think they're due for a loss for a lot of reasons, including Utah State being one of those problems. Should be a good one. You'll also get your pregame, don't forget, on Saturday with Al Lewis on KVNU, 6:10 a.m. You'll get a pregame. You'll get thoughts from Al. You get thoughts from Jalen Moore in the Coast postgame. Of course, postgame will feature John Russell and Al Lewis, where you get to call in and share your thoughts. What we hope to be an Aggie basketball win. Should be a good one, though, and it's sold out, by the way. Sold out Viejas Arena. It was sold out, actually, 3 weeks ago, Eric. 3 weeks ago, they sold out that basketball game. That place is going to be lit. Not like Wyoming.
When the chairs had the totally sold out.
Yeah.
Everybody dressed as chairs, empty chairs.
It was so dead there. I mean, you could just, there was no
bad.
energy in that building. None. And it's hard to play. It's hard to play in a place like that when there's no energy at all. Eric, should we do our pick 6?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your favorite segment of the day. It is your pick 6.
What do we got here?
Eric, I feel like the tension has been pretty thick. You know, Gabby was
Jazz
upset
guitar.
that I threw her underneath the bus and made her pick a team.
No, I think she picked the better team.
Oh, sorry, Adam, go ahead.
Anyway, she picked the better team. I think she got me.
Well, she says it was thrown. Like you what? 1966 Chicago Black Sox did it. Like you threw that thing.
I don't know about
You
that.
Pete Rosed it.
I mean, clearly I got some of the best offensive talents in the game. So, we'll see what happens.
Hey, speaking of the All-Star game, I'm
yeah.
just going to throw this out there, a little nugget.
Yeah, let's do it.
Players from 7 different countries will be on the All-Star game.
7? Is that a record, by the way? Do
It's
you know?
tied for the most. So you got USA,
Okay.
Greece,
Okay.
Cameroon,
Pascal.
and
Abi Adragbando.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, he's from really? I didn't know that.
Australia.
Okay. Luka Doncic.
No.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is from
Ben
Australia?
Simmons is from Australia. Serbia.
That would be Luka.
Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Slovenia.
That'd be Nikola Jokic.
You've been saying his name. Luka Doncic.
Oh, Luka Doncic.
And France.
Rudy Gobert.
There you go.
Holy cow. That's actually kind of cool. That's what makes it so fun is because it's a worldwide game. Right?
But wait a minute. Where's Bam Adebayo? I guess maybe he's American.
Yeah, he is American. He's from North Dakota.
No, he's not.
All right, you know how the Pick 6 game works. We each get 3 lines. Eric and I do. There's a tiebreaker set up by Adam the intern. We go over, under, yes or no's, however they're set up. The winner gets a treat next week. We hope next week. All right. Adam the intern. Kick it off for us.
Alrighty, let's do over-under Sam Merrill points against San Diego State. The line is set at 25.5.
Sam Merrill points. I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to take the under.
Alrighty, next up, we got 49ers Chiefs. 18.5 points combined in the first half, over under.
18.5 points combined in the first half.
In the first half, yep.
That's a good line. I'm going to take the under.
$18.5. I'm going to take the over.
Okay, and then the Super Bowl halftime show, which is known for being notoriously long, the line is set at 27.5 minutes, over under.
Shakira and J-Lo got a lot of songs to get through.
How many minutes did you say?
27.5.
I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to take the over.
It's a long halftime.
It's a Super Bowl.
Welcome to the Super Bowl, baby.
It's true.
Alrighty, next up.
Hey, so someone's got to time that, right? Like one of us, I don't know, he's watching.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will post it on the internet.
Good
Just
point.
saying,
That's
yeah.
a great point.
So, you know.
No, I'm going to task you with recording that.
I'm not. I'm going to be watching Toy Story. I'm doing a marathon.
I don't know what his problem is. That's weird.
You're going to be watching.
Not weird. You can watch a toy. People do Star Wars marathons.
Puppies versus kittens.
Gabby, the
on the
intern's
Animal
gonna be
Planet.
doing Gabby told me she's doing a Harry Potter marathon.
Not on Super Bowl.
Yeah, she is.
Not on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, she's not interested in the Super Bowl.
That is an American holiday.
Not for her. Not for the family. They're going to be doing. Grandma B's going to be cooking some yummy food, and they're going to watch Harry Potter marathon.
I guess we don't have any Americans in this country anymore.
That's ridiculous.
All right, what are our next three?
All right, moving right along. We got Westbrook versus Mahomes. And so this line is Russell Westbrook's stat line versus the Pelicans. So you take his points, rebounds, and assists, okay? Versus Patrick Mahomes' pass attempts.
The hell is that, Eric?
So which one's going to have more?
Oh my gosh, what is that? Are you serious?
I like it. We're getting multiple sports in here. I like it.
Yes. It's one of the prop bets that are out there. There's so many crazy ones. So, who is it? Russell Westbrook?
Yep.
His combined points, rebounds, and assists when he plays against the Pelicans. So that combined total versus Patrick Mahomes' passing attempts in the Super Bowl. So all you got to say is Westbrook or Mahomes.
Okay, read that again.
Alrighty. Westbrook versus Mahomes. Russell Westbrook's stat line, which includes points, rebounds, and assists, and they're playing the Pelicans, versus Patrick Mahomes' pass attempts. So which one will have a bigger number at the end?
What the fetch? What is that? What does that mean? Like Patrick Mahomes' pass attempts?
How many times does he throw the ball?
It's not complicated.
How many
times will he attempt to throw the ball
versus what?
In the Super Bowl?
Okay.
Keep that number in your head.
Okay.
Versus the combined total of Russell Westbrook's points, assists, and rebounds. That equals one number.
You add
that
all
number. Dumbest thing, dude. That's cheating. That is so dumb. That's cheating.
Which
yeah,
will
it
be
is.
the bigger number?
No,
not
you can't make a line like that.
Okay, pick a player. Westbrook or Mahomes?
Read the line one more time.
Okay, we got Russell Westbrook, stat line.
Rocket science.
Stat line, okay? Don't forget this. The stat line. You got your points, your rebounds, and your assists. You take those three, you add them all together, you get one number. Versus Patrick Mahomes' pass attempts. You take that total number from the Super Bowl.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm going to take Westbrook.
Oh my gosh.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That is not dumb.
Why don't you make a real line?
People can
That's
bet
not
on
even
it
a real
and
line.
make it
There's
a
no way you go to Vegas and say, oh, look at that line.
It is a cross-sport player prop that you can place money on right now.
Did you talk about those yesterday?
No.
Oh,
no.
We got to talk about that in the next segment.
I will probably take Westbrook as well.
Alrighty, that was long and awesome. Okay, and then we got this next one. Kata points plus rebounds at San Diego. The line is set at 21.5 over under. So points and rebounds. I don't know how many times I have to explain this one. This one seems pretty straightforward.
Under.
I'm going to take the over.
Okay.
I'm confident about that one.
Can I wait? I want to change mine to over.
Nope, you said
no,
it.
you can. You can
Nope.
change it. Yes, you can.
It's already
It's
written
not
down.
posted.
It's written in.
It's
not
We've
posted.
gone over this
You
before.
can't post it.
Once
You
it's
haven't
in,
posted it
it's
yet. It
done.
doesn't matter. Adam the intern.
You can't
That's not
wait
the
for
rule.
me to
That's
see
not
what
the
I'm
rule.
gonna say.
You're changing the
It's
rule
written in.
again.
You just want to see,
You're
you want to
changing the
gauge
rule.
my confidence in my
Over.
picks, and you
I'm
want to
going
change
over.
your picks.
No, too
Okay,
late.
then I'm protesting if I lose.
Okay, fine. It won't mean anything. Next one, we got Donovan Mitchell points at the Portland Trailblazers. The line set at 25.5 over under.
Over.
I'm going to take the under.
Good for you.
You sure you don't want to change that, Ajay?
No, because I've already changed my other one. I'm keeping this one.
Oh, I haven't changed anything
You
yet.
have to change it.
I don't think I
It's
have
not
to.
posted.
I don't know. It's written in pen, so it's permanent. Sorry about that. Moving on, we got the tiebreaker for in case it's
I
needed.
swear to life, if this has anything to do with stupid church ball game.
No,
Freaking,
that
we're
was a
ending
one-time
this
thing.
contest. with
That was
you
a
in it.
one-time thing
How
to
many
make.
dunks on your Nerf hoop
Yeah,
in your
take that.
basement?
Take that, you deacon. Anyways, we got Pat Mahomes.
Something.
Okay, all right. Pat Mahomes turnovers. The line is set at 2. I want the over/under.
Wait, Mahomes what?
Patrick Mahomes turnovers. So it can be fumbles or interceptions. I set the line at 2 over/under.
That's a good one. What are you saying?
You're going first.
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna say under.
I'll take the over.
All
Wait,
right.
can I, wait, no, I don't want to change.
No, you don't want to change that one. That one makes sense.
I like that aggressive San Francisco defense.
I like Mahomes' arm. Except when it's compared to
Since
Russell
when it's
Westbrook.
compared to Russell Westbrook.
Oh, what the heck, dude?
All right, that's our pick 6. We'll post it on our own Twitter accounts. We'll post it on the Fan Facebook page. That's 1069 The Fan on Facebook. And we'd love to get your thoughts, get your reactions. How would you pick? And will you need a calculator to figure out the Russell Westbrook versus Patrick Mahomes?
Seemed pretty straightforward to me.
No, it wasn't straightforward.
What are you talking about?
That wasn't straightforward.
If you can bet
and
it
you
in
changed
Vegas,
it twice,
it's
so no, it
it's
wasn't
obviously
straightforward.
smart and
All right, let's go to break. Coming back, we're going to talk about Super Bowl props bets. The prop bets or bet props. Some weird ones, but you might like them. It's all coming up here on the Full Court Press. Eric Frandsen, Ajay Salvesen, here on 1069 The Fan.
Smooth jazz.
.com.
The Full Court Press on Sports Talk Radio, 1069 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan.
I've been driving for an hour, just talking to the rain. You say I've been driving.
Eric Frandsen, Ajay Salvesen on the Full Court Press, 106 on FM, 1390 AM. The Fan. A big thanks to Adam the intern and DeGabba the intern as well for all the great work they do. They make this show the way it is because of them. So we really do appreciate those two. And Gabby had to take off. She looked like she was going to fall asleep. That poor gal looks like she was going to pass out. Something about working at Crumble Cookie or where does she work at? Johnny O's. Johnny O Donuts. So
Makes
when
sense.
you eat that blueberry raspberry donut in the morning.
I was just there the other day.
Were you really?
Yeah. After the most awkward day of the year, I took my boy there to get a donut.
That's right. What did you get?
I got a Bavarian cream.
Oh. You like the stuff inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Delicious.
I'm not a cream filling donut kind of guy.
Usually I'm a cake donut guy there. Or, excuse me, Spud Nut. For their blueberry cake.
Those are so good. Oh, my gosh.
Those
Yeah.
are awesome.
I love those things.
Oh.
I'm going to go buy me some donuts tomorrow morning. All right. Hey, Super Bowl always has a lot of fun oddities to it, and one of them is the Super Bowl prop bet.
And we're using one in our pick 6.
We are. Absolutely, we are. So, Eric, you found a list of Super Bowl prop bets, unique ones, and let's do a side bet pot. We even include Adam the intern if we...
Well, first of all, let me make this clear. We're not supporting gambling.
No.
Sports betting is not legal in the state of Utah. We're not encouraging the practice.
Not even Skittles.
We are just for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, entertainment.
It's
now,
fun to look at.
You can do what you want.
What decision would you make in this
We're
scenario?
not your mommy and daddies. We're just saying on our end, we will
Here's
not
some
be participating.
Curiosities.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, there's like pages of
Is
these.
there really?
And in fact, there's one entire section just about the halftime show. I mean, look, I got pages here, a full list, like 3.5 pages long, just for the halftime show.
I love it.
Like, which song will Jennifer Lopez sing first? Which Shakira song will she perform first? Which song will close out the halftime show? Will Miami by Will Smith be performed as a cover? Because the Super Bowl is in Miami. I would take yes.
I say yes in a heartbeat.
Will a football be used as a prop? Will DJ Khaled make an appearance?
Please no.
Will either singer drink Pepsi?
Yes.
While on the stage?
Yes.
Will Enrique Iglesias make an appearance?
Yeah, he will.
Will Gloria Estefan make an appearance?
Who's she?
I bet she will, because she's from Miami, and it definitely has a strong female theme and a Latin theme. So I would take yes that Gloria Estefan will somehow make an appearance. What about others similarly, like Ricky Martin or Pitbull?
Pitbull will. He be freaking. It's like Kanye West. He just appears out of nowhere everywhere.
Will Shakira and Jennifer Lopez both sing in Spanish?
Yes, absolutely. Adam?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then, will there be a wardrobe malfunction?
See, my question was going to be, who will be clothed more, Jennifer Lopez or Shakira? Because
both will be scantily clad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I didn't go through all of them. I just gave you, those are just some of the samples for the halftime show. But there's things like, how many rushing yards for this player? How many passing attempts by this player? How many receiving yards for this player? And those are pretty common that you would probably guess. But then it starts to get the cross sports type stuff that I used in our pick six, like which will be higher, Georgetown St. John's points versus tight end receiving yards.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Or which will be higher, hole-in-ones at the Phoenix Open on hole number 16 or missed PATs.
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take our final break, come back, we'll wrap it up for the night, and get you ready for a Friday show. It's all here on the Full Court Press, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
The Aggies, the Jazz, the high schools, the Full Court Press on Sports Talk Radio, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
I ain't Mr. Right, I'm Mr. Right now. I keep women thongs.
Eric Frandsen, Ajay, Salvesen here on the Full Court Press. We're going to wrap it up quickly here. Let's start here by the reminding you of the announcement of the Western Reserves, starring Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Brandon Ingram, all part of this team, as is Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. On the east side? Oh, I'm doing it too? Okay, cool.
Apparently, I didn't know didn't know I needed to have that ready.
Kyle Lowry, as Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Chris Middleton, Bam Bababio, Jason Tatum, and Domantas Sabonis are all part of the All-Star team. I'll wrap it up here for the Full Court Press. We'll see you tomorrow. Jazz game tonight at 8:30 here on the station.
Pregame at 8:20.